So this right here is my my Versys 650. It's 2013. We've done a lot to it, but realistically it's still in basically stock shape. We got this nose cone. We ordered it off of one of these guys I met on a Facebook forum. These right here, I'm not sure, I think they come like with a bundle pack when you purchase the bike. You might have to also, you go to the Kawasaki dealer to get those. Still stock exhaust system. We had the fairings repainted. These were blue. We had them match the tank. I replaced the mirrors with the Aprilia Dorsadero mirrors, or Tuono. They're pretty much all the same. The windscreen is modified. It's actually the stock windscreen, I think, I want to say. I've owned this bike for, let's see, about 7 months now, right around there. Honestly, overall, I think I've only rode maybe, I think I maybe put about 2,000 miles on it. I think it's a great bike. There's not much I would change about it. What I would like is a 4-cylinder, but at the same time, a lot of them are just not, the ones that I like and everything are just not too good in the city. They overheat and stuff. They get really hot. These 2-cylinders, they're great for the city commuting. I take it on the highway about 70-75 miles an hour. It doesn't do too well. It for some reason it vibrates. Of course, a lot of 2-cylinders will, but overall, it's a great bike. I love it. I don't know if I'd really choose anything other than this. Overall, they made this really well. We changed the shifting to GP shifting. You can't do that when you have it stock. It doesn't allow you to do it. So we had to shave off some of the rear set to be able to free up enough space to put that in that at that angle. They carry a lot of space, but you cannot fit a helmet in them. If you're wanting to put your helmet up and stuff, you're gonna need to get one of those alternative racks to get on the back. I have one of those. I just don't have it set up on there, but it's good. The speedometer display, everything is great. It works great. It looks clear, very clear. It's got a good, nice, newer look to it. Of course, the windscreen does well. I actually don't really have too many complaints about that. The forks are nice too. The suspension is very soft. I like the seat, but if you're gonna ride for like probably more than 6 to 8 hours straight, you might buy an aftermarket seat because it's just not too comfortable. Oil changes and everything relatively easy on it. I think. You can see it just shortly down there. It's just right up underneath there. You don't even have to take these covers off the side. Just undo it, put oil pan on, fill it in right there. Super simple, very easy. To take the exhaust off, it's a little bit of a mess, but I think it's only like 3 bolts. I watched a video on it last night. I like the stock exhaust. I don't think that it really is terrible at all. I wish it was a little bit louder, but at the same time, it's a great bike. I put these new Kawasaki decals on there after we painted this. I think it looks great. I don't think you can get too much better of a looking one than this. Also, I was looking at the newer versions and stuff, and they all seem relatively the same from like here on backwards. Pretty much everything, the engine, swing arm, all of that. So I'm sure that they're probably a little bit smoother. Right now I'm sitting at like 26,000 miles with this thing. Tires are great, everything's great. I really like it. And even look, you can adjust the windscreen if you'd like. Turn signals are bright, the tail light's bright. Everything is really tip-top shape. Long trips, they're pretty nice. On long trips, this is pretty nice. I've taken it out of town and stuff, and the pegs vibrate just a bit, especially on like the highways and stuff when you're going about 70-75 miles an hour. They do vibrate a bit. I replaced the lights. I got some 10,000, I don't know what they were, but I put them in and they're really bright. They look great. When you're going down country roads at night and stuff, you have a lot of area you're able to cover. A lot to talk about with this bike, really. I mean, overall it's great. I have taken it on gravel roads and stuff, and it performs brilliantly. On hills and everything, it performs great too. For first and second gear, it'll pop up into a wheelie. It's got enough torque. It's very smooth. For passengers, I had a passenger 2 times. Both of them said that it was really smooth. It was comfortable. I mean, you got the passenger pegs right here. Sit right here. Be great. It does extremely well on gas. I mean, really well on gas. If you want to talk like, I think I've probably got about 80 miles out of just 2 bars of gas, and I just filled up today. I haven't been riding too much lately, but it does extremely well. This is your ideal bike if you like to do a lot of city commuting. This is the bike that you're wanting. I think that it does really well in the cities. Even like if you just like going down country roads and stuff, it's extremely smooth. You got these with it, and these are really nice. Protects a lot of wind from getting to your hands, and especially in colder areas. Really reliable, extremely reliable. Honestly, this the 650 engine in it it's just great. It's amazing. Now, when you're doing maintenance on these things, that's when it can be a bit like tricky. You replace the spark plugs and stuff. Take off the tank. You have to take off these side cowlings to get down into it. Take off the air, remove the air box, and then once you remove the air box, once you get to that area, it's relatively easy to take them out. I did an airbox mod to this too. I feel a lot more power as well as stability with it afterwards. But really, it's a good bike. I think it's great. $10 kg total, 5 kg each case. A lot of space. I was able to fit a tent, a retractable fishing rod, and a bunch of other stuff in there. Just giving you an example of how much space you really have in there. Oh, I fit like 3 water bottles, and I still had more room for it. So really, overall, it's great. I think it's amazing. Very lightweight. It's not very heavy at all. I don't find myself struggling at all. I think I'm about 195 pounds, and I don't find myself having any problem with it at all. The side containers really level it out. If you're wanting to buy this, which a lot of people are going to be interested in, there's 2 holes you have to drill right here and right here. There's little clips that go through, and then you put the bolt through each side. Very easy to set that up. If anybody wants this nose cone, please comment. I'll give you the guy's information personally. I'll send you a message. I don't want to just give it out to random people or anything, but really it's a good bike. The brakes on this thing, they're really good. I haven't had an emergency stop or anything like that. The engine braking is amazing. The brakes in general are really very, very smooth braking, very clean, and I really think they did a great job with this bike. I don't think you can get too much better than this.